notification is how to install log on. It's 7.4. Okay. So here, NetWeaver means it's a version of SAP we can call as a basis module also, because the design is based on the SAP basis. Okay, so NetWeaver is just version of the uh, SAP. So we consider currently we are using 7.4 for these sessions, but the latest one is 7.60. Okay, so we'll be discussing about how to install the 7.4. Okay, the same will be applicable for other versions also. Okay, what will happen? So we'll be sending this kind of mail. Okay, so you can see a Kishore. So installation details like a login procedure. So if you don't have SAP GA on your desktop, please download from the following link, unzip it and install your desktop and give the following server details. So these are all the server details. Okay, in SAP login pad by clicking the new item button on the login pad. So this is a process. Okay, so first we need to download this server from this Google Drive. Okay, so let me capture it. Download the wheel icon from below here. Okay, so I'll go to the mail now. Okay, so this is a drive, Google Drive. Okay, so we just click on this. So it will open the one more view session from the drive point of view. Here we have this download option. Just click on this download option. So, and again it will open one more window. The drive only. Here we can see that SAP GUI 7.0 zip file. It is actually 1.1 GB. It is too large for the Google. So it will ask for the scanning. So you can click on download anyway. So once you click on download anyway, it will start downloading your download. So in this case, I already downloaded. Okay, so I'll go to this downloads. Here you can see that SAP GS 1.0, 1.1 GB version. Okay, so just as per this mail. So once we downloaded, we need to unzip and install your desktop in our desktop. So we need to unzip it first. Right click. Okay, click on extract here. Okay, so you can see here it is extracting here with the different name. Okay, so you will not confuse. This is the name of the extracting file instead of this zip folder. Okay, let it complete this 100%. So we'll capture the steps parallelly. File will be downloaded into downloads. And unzip the file. Okay, so after that unzip, let us will capture the steps once it is extracted properly. Okay, so it is completed that extracting part. Just go to the download folder. Here we can see that our extracting file it is not showing. Okay, uh, 1 second, because maybe I extracted a long back again, so it might be went on that date. Okay, so I'll open this a long time ago. It seems loading in. Okay, so here you can see it went on to this old history because I was extracted long back, so it will be showing that page only. So double click on this. So this is a file folder name. So you just double click on this. So once we open, this is showing address bar. You can see PC downloads. So I am referring to the downloads folder only. If you downloaded after that you copied into different folders, see a different drives, the path will be different. Okay, so now I'm referring to the downloads. You can also try with that only when you're doing first time. Okay, in the downloads, I open the main folder and there is a PRES1 file folder. Double click on this, and there is a GUI graphical user interface folder. Double click on this. We have the Windows folder, open this, and Win32, open this. Once you reach this folder Win32, we have the here application, different applications. So in this we'll go with the setup all. Okay, so this is a setup file. Okay, right click. If you are the admin for your laptop and all, you can run as administrator, or you can directly double click if you are not administrator. Okay, just click on run as administrator, as I am the admin for this session. So it will show this pop-up. Do you want to allow this app to make the changes in your device? Uh, just click on it. Okay, so it started installing. Okay, so before that I will capture the step. Just click on this address bar. Okay, so it will copy this total address, copy this, just copying. So file will be downloaded into downloads folder and unzip the file. Okay, the next point is open this below folder. Okay. And double click on setup all. Okay, setup all dot exe. It's an executable application. Right? So just mention the path. Okay, so in this path you can say, so this is a user ID you consider. In your case, user ID will be different, I think. So my user ID is Lenovo only. Okay, so download folders, you can consider this is the actual path. Okay, after BD, the previous one is the system path, users and all. So BD NetWear 7.0 presentation 7.40 or 7.040 we are referring. After that, we can see the path PRES1 GA Windows Win32. So we need to open this folder and we need to double click on setup all. Okay. Then provide the permissions by clicking on allow. We got on pop-up now, permissions pop-up. You might not able to see in the screen share. But whenever we are installing the software, when you click on double click, first it will ask that allow on DNAME. So we need to click on allow, or yes or no it will ask. Okay, so it asks me yes or no. Okay, so we need to click on yes. Okay, so after that it will start installing. Here you can see it started now. So this is a pop-up. Okay, so here it is asking to click on choose next. Okay, just click on next. So capture that step also. Choose next. Okay, the next pop-up. There are many options here. We supposed to install SAP GUI for Windows, okay, 7.4. This is our motto of this call. You can see I'm just selecting this, and along with this we need to select the support NetWeaver Business Client also. However, we will not use that software, but you can just click on this. Install SAP GUI icon, shortcuts. We need the shortcut also in the desktop, right? So we can click on this also. So total 3 we supposed to select. Let's choose next and click on first 3 check boxes. Which screen it is? Okay. Instead you select all screen or SOP. Title is same for all the screens. Okay. And then click on next. Okay. So after selecting these 3 check boxes, we just need to click on next. Okay. Just click on next. So it will ask the path. Okay. Where we supposed to install and all. It will go to the program files. Okay. It creates this folder SAP, and we are installing front end software, right? Front end. Okay. So again, same point is you don't need to change. If you want to change, you can say change. Otherwise, you can click on next. Click on next. So I'm just clicking on next. It will ask the one more path, because we selected one more also, right? NetWeaver Business Client. So for that also click on next. Okay. So we can say optional if you're selecting. Okay. That is not mandatory. So one click on next is enough, because since we selected these checkboxes also, it is asking the same folder and all. Okay. Okay. So we are in same screen, SAP NetWeaver Business Client. Just click on next. Okay. So you can see here installing progress screen. Okay. So this is the SAP logon progress. We can see it is installing now. Okay. So I'll go to the desktop. We can see there is no SAP icons right here. So once it is completed 100%, we can see here two icons, NetWeaver icon 1 and SAP Logon, which we are expecting to install. So you're all able to see my screen, right? Shaker.
No. I'm unable to see your screen.
What about others?
Yes, we are able, sir.
Okay, fine. Shaker, you can refer the recording after this. Huh?
Okay, or else I will rejoin the call.
Yeah, you can start. You can rejoin again.
Yeah, okay.
It still reaches 32%. We'll wait for 100% and we'll see the icons here. Okay. We are almost reaches the percentage 92% we are in. 96% we completed. Once it is completed, we can see the icons on my screen. Okay, left side. Now you can see 99%. You can see these two icons here. So everyone able to see these icons, right? Hello.
No. Still I'm unable to see this. I rejoined again.
Okay. So there might be issue from
We
you.
are able.
So the other three members are able to see this logon pad, right? SAP logon here.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So now installation is completed successfully. The okay. So just I mention this point to close this. After installation, finally close the pop-up. So these are the options, or these are the steps for the SAP logon installation. Okay, not the SAP installation. This is SAP logon installation. SAP installation that is will be taken care of by basis team. Okay, this is only just logon pad to enter into the system and all. So just close this SAP. We close this pop-up. Okay. So this is for installation. We can say SAP install SAP logon for Windows. I can mention instead. Windows 7.4. Okay, so this is the installation process, and what are the steps we suggested here? Okay, you can see unzip it and install on your desktop. So we already installed, and give the following server details. So you can see here there is a description server. Ignore this point. It came by mistake. This is for ABAP. You can see the description, server IP address, system ID, instant number. Okay, and there is a user ID password. You will get this kind of mail. Okay, so now I'll go to the desktop. So native client you can ignore. We will not use. So SAP logon. So double click on this logon. It is asking. Okay, just click on yes. So just double click on, and once you click on yes, it will be open. So are you able to see the SAP logon 7.4740 here or 7.4 title of this logon? Please confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when you install first time, under this connection, this ERP trainings will not come in your machine because I'm using this SAP logon, right? So I just uninstall for showcasing you. That's why all the systems are loaded. Okay. Otherwise, here it will be empty for in your cases. So I have these subfolders also ERP and trainings, different systems are configured. Okay, so but in your case it will be empty. Okay, so what will happen after this? We have to configure server details in SAP logon by clicking on new item button on the logon pad. So consider this is new server, we need to configure. Okay, just go to our logon pad. So these are logon pad. Click here, go to these connections. There is a new item here. Okay, click on new. Okay, so here click on next to configure the server. Okay, so description is, what is the description we mentioned here in the mail? ABAP and server details, application IP address, is system ID, instant number. Okay, I will move on to the SAP logon again. Here description is ABAP. It is telling that description is already used. Okay, we have one other system with the same description. You can give the different description. Same is not mandatory. You can provide your name also. Okay, but in live systems we used to provide some understandable description. Okay, relevant description we can say. So I'll mention ABAP signing application server. Go and copy from the mail 183.82.14.15. Okay, come to logon pad again. Mention the application server. Instant number 85. It is also part of the mail, and system ID is EH7. These are systems we are using. Okay, so we have to mention all these four values. Just click on next, again next, finally finish. Okay, so once you click on finish, you can see the system is added here. In your case it will be only one system. You can see there are different systems, but in your case it will be only ABAP training system. Okay, so after installation, what we supposed to give? Okay, we have to mention this, we have to log in, and we have to provide user ID password. Now this is the system. Just double click on this line. Okay, for the system, I'm just double clicking on this. So to log into the system, internet connection is mandatory. Okay, so it will open this logon pad. Okay, so provide that credentials 85 back, mention the password. Okay, so user ID password is okay. but there are other two inputs, na? There is a input client and the logon language, which language we need to log in. So as we discussed last demo sessions, there are 43 languages. We can log in any other languages also, but by default it will be English language. And the clients are, there are different clients in the system level. We'll be discussing the architecture in the later sessions. But currently we are using 800 for the practice or training purpose, 800 clients. So we just mention user ID password. I already mentioned, just click on enter on the keyboard. Okay. You can see the system is open. This is the layout of the screen. We'll talk about this layout also later. After this, these points, we'll have that session question and answer. Then we'll close the session. Okay. So I'll go to the document. This is installation. After installation, finally close the pop-up and add the server details in SAP login by clicking the new item. Okay. And then click on next. Pen and provide the next screen. We provide the information, provide the description, server, instant number, system ID, which are mentioned in the mail, you can say. Okay, we have to provide this four information. So we already added now by providing above training, IP address, application server means IP address, instant number 85, and system details ES7 we provided. After that, click on next, again next, finally finish. And 14 point, we can say double click on the system system number, we can say, or record. Record means line. So once we double click, it will open. Provide the client, user ID, password, language in the logon screen to enter into the system. So till now you are clear.